Here in the United States, there are more guns than there are people, and those are just the legal ones. It has been illegal since 1986 to own a newer model fully automatic weapon, but that hasn't stopped criminals from obtaining them. And now it is easier than ever to turn a semi-automatic pistol into a mini machine gun with a device the size of this Lego brick. They're small. They're cheap.
It turns the gun into a machine gun.
They're illegal.
It is, in fact, a very serious 10-year felony under federal law.
And they're infiltrating not only our streets,
there's a lot of switches that are coming into the state,
but our popular culture too. Glock switches, making deadly weapons deadlier.
So that was a test fire of a Glock 9mm that was modified with a switch. That particular gun was seized in February of this past year by members of our gang task force.
These two men were recently arrested in Waterbury for Glock switches. Horace Kelly was found with not only a cache of illegal guns, but drugs too. All of it accessible to children who were living with him. While Christian Sanchez was found with a .40 caliber Glock allegedly stolen from Georgia that not only had a switch, but a 50-round magazine. The legal limit in Connecticut, 10. Waterbury police took us into the forensics lab, where Chief Fernando Spagnolo showed us a small sampling of switch guns, along with other illegal and unserialized street weapons commonly called ghost guns.
It necessitates a look at tactics, it necessitates a look at safety equipment, it necessitates a look at firepower available for those officers.
For just 2022, Waterbury police have seized 180 illegal guns, including 16 ghost guns and 2 switches. You're a certified Glock armorer, correct?
Correct.
Glock expert Bob Margolis showed Fox 61 how easy it is to convert a semi-automatic pistol
Here's a complete Glock Model 19
into a fully automatic weapon in 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Easy to do.
Really easy to do.
This cutout Glock showing the internal firing mechanism. So easy, even I could do it.
Well done.
Out on the range, we sharpened our sights on the issue.
Tell me why a switch on a Glock is so dangerous.
It increases the rate of fire to a point where it's pretty much impossible to control a handgun with rounds coming out at 1,100 per second.
Wildly inaccurate.
Wildly inaccurate.
All right. So, Bob, that's how that gun was meant to operate.
It is, 1 round at a time.
Despite being called Glock switches, these devices are not manufactured by Glock.
It's no mystery that on the internet you could buy almost anything, legal or not.
It took us just seconds to find a place to not only purchase a switch, but to download one that can be 3D printed for free.
This is something that really didn't exist 10 years ago.
University of New Haven criminal justice professor Mike Lawler was also a state legislator and the author of Connecticut's Red Flag Law, which gave police the power to seize a weapon from someone determined to be a threat. He told Fox 61 police departments need to do a better job familiarizing their officers with the presence of switches.
I hear this from law enforcement senior commanders a lot, that, in retrospect, their officers have encountered these things but didn't recognize them for what they were and thought nothing of it.
A message for Glock.
Maybe it's incumbent upon Glock, which makes the most popular handgun in the country, to retrofit their weapons to make sure they cannot be changed with a switch. I assume that's mechanically possible to do.
We reached out to Glock to see if they're doing anything to counter the switch. We did not get a response back. To try and get more guns off the streets, the Waterbury police will be holding a gun buyback event here at their training center on Bank Street in just a few days on November 12th, where your gun can net you up to a $200 gift card. No questions asked. Reporting in Waterbury, Matt Caron, Fox 61 News.